Hello everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a great weekend. Well, the cold southerly has arrived and the temperatures have dropped nationwide. As you know, we've got the misery index, which shows how low the temperatures are. Quite funny, actually, over the weekend, a number of people wrote to me and said the term misery index is unfair because they are absolutely loving this weather. The frosty cold mornings, the clear skies, or even the rain and the fire going, all that kind of stuff. So there seems to be a lot of people enjoying the colder change. By the way, it's called misery index in case you're outdoors or for livestock reasons. So that's the reason why it's called that. But I do understand why so many people are looking forward to this colder change. So the colder change lies right across the country. It peaks over today and Tuesday, and then it fades away on Wednesday as this big high rolls in. But for Tuesday, still very showery along the eastern coastline. There might still be a couple of showers remaining in Christchurch. Very fine line between having a shower and completely dry all day. That's the setup when the wind direction's like this around the eastern South Island, but for the eastern North Island, it's just coming straight on in. So showers, cold winds blowing through, those southerlies coming through. Mostly sunny though for everybody else. Now the frosts are going to be pretty intense tonight and into Tuesday morning, and again into Wednesday morning. We could be seeing frost through the interior of the South Island between -3 and -8. So very cold stuff. Now by Wednesday, the high that's been in Australia for the last week and a half, it finally arrives in New Zealand. It brings settled weather, so frosty but also quite sunny. There might still be a lingering shower or two around Mahia Peninsula and Gisborne, still a bit of a southerly blowing up around the eastern side of the South Island. Otherwise, it looks pretty settled. And it looks that way as we get towards Thursday as well. High pressure dominates the country, light winds, and for the first time in a while, the northerlies start to drift back again. And in fact, the northerlies are with us for the long weekend. So it's going to be a milder long weekend than, say, today is, for example. Now, this is how it looks on Friday. This is our next system, and this one is coming in for the long weekend. We have got low pressure for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now, it's a broken low, and by that I mean there'll be gaps in between where the rain is. You can see there's sort of that dry line. I think that's going to be the setup. There'll be some regions with rain and the next one over sunny and mostly dry. That's for the long weekend. But for Friday, the northerlies start to build. In fact, they've got more of a northeasterly angle to them. There might be some late showers or even some patchy rain setting in to just the very far north on Friday. Otherwise, dry for everybody else and becoming warmer and less likely to be seeing frost as well. And we end on Saturday and you get to see this big system. So big always means, well, doesn't always, but I will say usually means broken up. Big usually means broken up. And by that, the rain clouds get broken into sections, and in between each one, it can be beautiful and dry and settled, and everyone going, so much for the rain that all the forecasters said. And that's usually when you get a big complicated setup like that. That's coming in for the long weekend. I think the forecast will chop and change a wee bit because it's all fractured, but we'll keep an eye on that one coming in for the long weekend. And next week, by the way, looks like more westerlies. So enjoy the settled dry weather that comes in this week, but be prepared for those frosts. They're going to be pretty heavy across parts of the country, especially the South Island, which will be the coldest. That's all from me. Our next update, lunchtime Tuesday.